So welcome everybody. It's our third quarter results call for BZWR. We've obviously had a lot of action the last year, so we're going to review some of that, what happened in the last quarter, and additionally things that have been going on within the company since then. So we're going to get right into it. Of course, I have to show the safe harbor language here, as always. My presentation is going to include some forward-looking statements. So, take that with a grain of salt and, be aware that it is not fact and it does not guarantee that the things that I'm going to mention are going to happen in the future. So, trading and everything else, you must be taking that into account. So right off the bat, guys, of course, last year we had a huge windfall in non-recurring revenue, and our revenue skyrocketed basically overnight, which was great. And at the peak, we had a market cap of over $80 million, which was also amazing. But the risk in our business was 80% or more of our revenue was coming from one source. Again, because this was non-recurring revenue. So the question since then is, could we really turn that revenue and that success into long-term sustainable value? And the answer is yes, absolutely. And this quarter's results are going to show the beginning of that success. And how are we going to do it? Well, we shifted our focus and our resources internally as well as through acquisitions. So talking a little bit about the acquisitions now. So as a part of converting that one-time revenue to monthly recurring and SaaS, we acquired two really strategically aligned businesses. They both serve the small to medium-sized business market. They're both profitable companies, which I'm going to show you today. They both have recurring revenue as well as additional SaaS revenue, which is exciting. We all love the valuations from public companies on SaaS and monthly recurring revenue. And there's definitely a lot of sales and operational synergies that we're already seeing immediately, and that will continue to improve in the future quarters. As well as these models are really resilient to the macroeconomic environment that we're all having to deal with right now. Again, this is all part of our strategy to shift from non-recurring, nice success, but really, to be sustainable, profitable in the future and have a really long-term value for our shareholders and the company and our clients, is making a shift to monthly recurring revenue. And so that shift has happened and we're seeing success. And really the focus on the company is to get into a point where we're positive EBITDA. So since our last shareholder call, we are now fully reporting. We became fully reporting when our S1 was approved on June 7th with the SEC. So that's checking a major box, huge milestone for us. We've made two acquisitions, which I mentioned, and I'm going to show you our progress with them on merging those companies together. We have submitted our uplisting application to OTC for OTC. It's been submitted and it's currently under review. Now, our combined company, the three entities now, is really built for long-term sustainable growth. We have 65 team members, which includes more than 30 developers globally. We have more than 50 medium to enterprise clients generating significant monthly recurring revenue. And we still have over 26,000 small businesses in our network, either through our SaaS platform, help them get funding, or getting some premium services from one of the entities. So really a strong company here as a whole now. So let's talk a little bit about the financials. Obviously, the biggest, if you take a 9-month view of our current 9 months, so the first 3 quarters of the year compared to the first 3 quarters of last year, that 9-month view, obviously we had a big decrease in total revenue. And so that was it went from 3.3 if you compared it last year to 2.4 million this year. Now, this was expected, as I mentioned before, it was such a fast revenue increase, but we've really been successful at turning that non-recurring revenue. So the revenue that we gained through sales, and additionally as the financing revenue we got through our Reg A, we significantly turned that revenue into monthly recurring revenue and SaaS revenue, which I'm going to go over those details at the very end of the presentation. So make sure you stick around for that last slide. And as expected with growing companies and to build for the long term, we had to grow the team, which we did. So, as far as expense changes, there was a significant increase in salary and wages. in the third quarter, really all of this year in 2021. So we expanded the team. We're built for long-term success. We're built to merge these companies, and it's looking like a very sustainable, profitable future for us. Now, another note here is that our advertising expenses decreased significantly. So part of that campaign last year was we had a huge ad spend, and this is really a testament to how our business model works. When we see a product or a service or a division that is getting a nice ROI, we're going to try to scale that business as much as possible. The campaigns that we were running last year, we were seeing a 500% ROI on those campaigns from ad spend. So our current ad spend is, quite a bit lower than it was last year, but that's about to change. So with the products that we have coming, that we're going to talk about later, and some current campaigns that are already in pilot, as soon as we see that kind of ROI that we did last year, that advertising spend is going to go back up, which is great for everybody because that means we're seeing a nice ROI, which means we're going to get more monthly recurring revenue and have some big windfalls again. We did get our S1 approved by the SEC with no comments, which is great. It's a huge milestone. Haven't heard of one getting approved with no comments, which is great. Now, obviously, our stock price is at 2 cents, which is almost at the very low it has been in the last year. So it's not really a great time for us to be using that S1. It's nice that we have it in place and it's there and it's approved. So when we need to use it, we will. So when we're seeing a campaign that's getting, say, for example, 500% ROI, then we have that S1 there that we can tap into to bring in more financing dollars and expand our growth. It doesn't make sense for us to use it now. So we're going to avoid that at all costs. We don't want to cause unnecessary dilution to our shareholders, especially when the price we feel is so undervalued compared to the market. So as I mentioned, and this kind of gives you guys a little context here, that the Helix acquisition happened on March 16th. So at the very beginning of our quarter. So their financials since March 16th are included in the financials that were posted. Additionally, there's a pro forma included that shows what our financials would have looked like together since the beginning of the fiscal year. The Alchemy acquisition happened at the beginning of the fourth quarter on June 8th. So their financials are not included in our quarterly financials. However, I'm going to give everybody a little insight into their financials today. So what do we have now? BZWR as a whole, we have multiple streams of revenue and common interest between these entities of helping small to medium-sized businesses grow and succeed. Helix focuses on premium marketing services, gets customers a significant return on their investment. Alchemy focuses on lending SaaS solutions for enterprise clients. Those clients also serve small to medium-sized businesses, which, as you can see, is why there's such a great synergy between us. Now, that includes the BZWR funding platform. A little insight, Alchemy was actually building our BZWR funding platform before we decided to acquire them. So we know them very well and their processes and their ability to build amazing products. And then additionally, we still have our traditional SaaS platform, and the BZWR brand in general is a great source for businesses and a great lead generation tool for all of our other products. We're seeing that happen now organically. And there's great crossover between the products, and that's only going to grow as we start merging the companies and get to know each other and merge the products long term. So let's go a little bit deeper on Helix House and that acquisition. So what do? They have premium marketing services that really focus on getting an ROI for their clients. This is digital advertising, Google pay-per-click, web design, SEO, social media advertising, social media posting, organic growth. And on average, they're getting over 400% ROI for their clients. This is great. And this is also, Helix was also one of our third-party advertising agencies before we decided to acquire them. So we knew them very well. We saw their performance, and what a great opportunity. They had an amazing team getting ROI for us, getting ROI for their clients, and best of all, they're profitable in 2021, which they profited over $230,000 in 21. So acquiring a great team, great product, and huge opportunity for growth. We acquired them on March 16th for $1.2 million in cash and another $1 million in restricted stock. How are they performing since then? So in 2021, they averaged about 81,000 in monthly recurring revenue. In 2022, in the first 5 months through May, they're averaging 142,000 in monthly recurring revenue. That's a 79% increase. That is amazing. Sorry, it's monthly revenue, not monthly. It's not all monthly recurring. So huge increase already this year. It's exactly why we wanted to acquire them and partner with them and grow that business. Additionally, let's look at the quarterly comparison. So when you break down their financials and sync them up with our quarters, and you just peel out the Helix revenue, which is one of the questions we got in our submitted to us online. So if you look at their December through February revenue, which would have been our Q2, they did 271,000 in revenue. If you look at our Q3, March through May, they did 521,000. It's a 92% revenue growth. Again, they're trending very positively. Huge growth opportunity there, really just showing already, so quickly merging with them, seeing the success there and with us. So super excited and lots of opportunities still there. Business Warrior funding. Overall, Business Warrior funding has, shown the potential for growth and profitability. It's been in pilot since February of 2022. We have existing wholesale partners sending us leads and doing different unique funding opportunity deals with. We're bringing in small business loans as well. And the pilot results have shown to be profitable. However, in the pilot, we've used our own cash to fund the loans, and we've kept them on our balance sheet for now. That is not the long-term solution. So we're currently in the middle of shifting to use a debt provider's cash before we really grow these solutions any further. The great news is our funding for these funding opportunities is massive. So as soon as we get that locked in, we expect that revenue channel to grow exponentially as well. Now, additionally, so we all know what's going on with the macroeconomic environment with inflation and rising of interest rates and everything else. So those are a lot of headwinds working against us there. But with the recent acquisition of Alchemy, our opportunities in this area have actually really expanded. So Tim's going to talk about it. Tim is the founder of Alchemy. So he's going to talk about the exciting opportunities in funding with our new product solutions coming soon. And speaking of Tim, it's time to talk about the acquisition of Alchemy. First of all, just in general, I want to talk about Alchemy. And again, they were the ones building our Business Warrior funding solution. So we knew they were building great solutions already. We also had other friends that they were clients of theirs as well. So we were very in tune to how they operated. They have a visionary leader in Tim, an amazing team and developers for support. And they're profitable with huge growth potential. Again, that's the winning combination we're looking for. A great team, great product, profitable, and huge opportunity for growth. So they checked all the boxes. What do? They provide custom lending solutions as a service in 5 different countries. They have over 20 enterprise clients. And some details behind that acquisition. They were acquired on June 8th. For $2.25 million in cash, another $5 million in new Class C preferred shares, an additional $450,000 in employee stock compensation that will vest over 24 months. Here's a little quote from one of their customers, Laser Away. Alchemy was instrumental in helping us build an in-house financing solution, enabling us to take control of our financing and our financial destiny. It's exactly what we're looking for in our funding solutions along with them. So let's take a little deep look into their financials. Now, their financials and everything I'm about to mention are unaudited, so this could change as we audit them. As part of our due diligence, we did do a partial audit, so I'm very comfortable with sharing this with everybody. However, I do have to tell you that this may change when we complete the audit at 100%. They did 2.8 million in revenue in 2021, so solid revenue. Of that, we're looking at about 100,000 a month in SaaS revenue, 150 grand a month in monthly recurring revenue, and additional software development and one-time revenue on top of that. So it doesn't mean the total isn't 250 a month. There's actually additional opportunity there. And again, the best news is everybody loves profits. It looks like their 2021 revenue is going to be significantly higher than $500,000 in profit. So again, checks all the boxes, huge growth opportunity, and already have a great base there. I'm going to hand it over to Tim. So Tim is, as I mentioned, he's the leader and founder of Alchemy. He's now the global head of technology for BZWR, and we couldn't be more excited to bring him on the team and be working with him closely. And man, what an impact he's already having on BZWR and the products. And so I can't be more excited to have him kind of take over from here and show you the tools that he's been building that we have coming out soon. So Tim, it's all you.
You got it. Thank you, Red. Appreciate the opportunity to be presenting some of the up and coming tools that we have built for our clients that's going to be released in fall 2022. Before I get there, I want to mention that although the transaction happened about 50 days ago, June 8th, like what Red mentioned, the two teams have been working hand to hand on building the BZWR funding platform since a little less than a year ago. So we know each other really well. And when Jonathan and Red came to our office here, we hit it off extremely well. And the transaction and the merger of the two companies has gone extremely well. In addition, we've already been working with Helix House as well, right? Those individuals over there are super talented. So there's a lots of cohesiveness going forward. So I want to present BZWR's Pro Tools roadmap for everybody. And I'm going to get into a little bit of a demo video for everybody as well, just to show you guys what we have been building for the past 60 days. So the singular goal that I had at Alchemy is completely aligned with BZWR's goals as well. I was building financing products or financing tools for small businesses here in the US and elsewhere in the world. But if you look at what BZWR has been doing for the past 5-6 years, is that they are also creating a lot of exciting tools to serve these 30 million small business owners here in America. So we are combining our efforts together, technology, marketing, the business know-how to continue to help these small business owners to thrive and grow in the next, hopefully, decade or so. So that's our goal. And how we came together is we brought fintech, financial technology, software platform, and the existing BZWR's Helix House acquisition, which is on the marketing technology, together to really create a whole new suite of tools, which I'm going to preview for you guys to help small businesses to grow and build. And we're going to release one very soon. So this integrated experience between fintech and marketing technology is really what's going to drive BZWR for the next decade or so through these professional tools we're about to release soon. So let's talk about these tools. I've categorized these into three different categories. There's a launched Pro Tools on the left-hand side. In the middle, we have the extending tools. And on the right-hand side, we have these growth tools. And some of the highlighted areas are things we've done already or we're about to launch. On the left-hand side, we launched a working capital platform, which is the BZWR funding platform that's in production today, that we're actually doing loans today. And then we're going to release this buy now, pay later tool for small business owners to actually finance some of their product and services themselves. And later on in this presentation, we're going to show you exciting demonstration of that tool. And then we're going to continue to build additional fintech tools for small business owners to take their destiny, their financing destiny in their own hands. In the middle here is our, I guess we can call it a sister company, Helix House. They've done an amazing job launching e-commerce websites, mini websites, helping small businesses optimize their ad spend. All of that is in the middle, and we're going to continue to build tools that help small businesses and small business owners grow their brand and reputation. On the right-hand side, like what Red mentioned last year, we released some of these PPP tools to help small businesses to grow, to thrive, and to sustain during the COVID period. And we are right now we're building a whole suite of ERC tools as well to help small businesses find the credit they need from governmental agencies to help them continue to grow. And we will turn these platforms into our government funding, government service platforms to help small businesses owners to keep on finding those credits or additional financing tools that the government offers to help them grow. So this is our strategy going forward. Again, our goal is to help small businesses to grow, thrive, and we couldn't be more excited to show you the first demo. Hello, my My name is Timothy Lee, Global Head of Technologies for BZWR. Today, we're going to show you a demo of a tool we've been developing for the past few months, and hopefully we'll release that in fall 2022. The backdrop of this application is to help small businesses to finance their product and services to increase their sales and revenue and get more customers onboarded. So first, I'm going to go through a process which our small business owners can onboard themselves at BZWR's new BNPL tool. Here we have the landing page, and the small business owner can simply follow a very nice, clean registration page to get access to this tool. We ask for a little bit of information from our small business owners, and then we can show them some of the financing options they can present to their own customers by enabling some of these products for them. Every small business owner of this BZWR BNPL tool will receive their own dashboard, own URL, QR code, so they can send this as information to their consumers or customers to start onboarding them as their own BNPL customer. They can, one, send an application to their clients by putting their name, address, phone number, and email, or simply direct them to a unique URL specifically designed for themselves, and have the customer start applying for a financing option themselves. So I'm going to show that to you in a second. I'm going to go to a new website, putting the landing page. And here we can design a landing page for our small business owners, or they can choose their own landing page. I'm going to start by clicking on the application. So I'm now a consumer applying for credit or some kind of a financing option for this particular merchant. The system is now rendering a couple of decisions here. It runs a decision engine. It runs the setting that this particular merchant has. So as you can tell that this person automatically qualified for a 4-month term, a $5,000, or a 12-month term for $9,500. So that's how easy it is to get a merchant account set up at BZWR's BNPL platform, and that's how easy it is for you to share this application with your own customers to start applying for credit. And we will manage everything on the back end, our payment processing, disbursement to the merchants, and the collections activities as well. So we can't wait to put this tool in the hands of our small business clients to help them grow their business, especially in today's environment. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Timothy Lee. See you in the fall. Thanks. All right. Well, thank you so much for looking at the demo. We've been super busy launching very, very soon. We can't wait to put this tool in our clients' hands. So thank you very much. Again, I'm Tim Lee, former CEO of Alchemy and now Global Head of Technologies for BZWR. Thank you. Rhett?
Thanks, Tim. Again, that's just amazing. I mean, seeing the product already living and breathing in such a short period of time of being with us is just amazing, and a testament to you as a leader and exactly why we wanted to, partner up with Alchemy. So it's already off to a great start. Thanks. So now that you've seen kind of Helix, what we're doing, BZWR, what does that kind of look like here? So you look at the different opportunities here for market growth. We have our BZWR funding, which I mentioned. Additional marketing opportunities, Tim mentioned it. We're launching a campaign, getting ERC government funds with some partners out into the market as well. So looking for the same kind of success that we had with PPP with ERC, but this time around, not making that just one-time revenue, really building a sustainable product so that we can continue to give additional, government funds to small to medium-sized businesses as those programs come out. Especially with the recession coming, we're probably all guessing that some sort, our politicians are going to pass some sort of bill to get additional funds out to the market. So we're prepared for that. We have our technology prepared for that, and our marketing campaigns to get those products out into the people that need it most. Additionally, we've seen the success from Helix already, but that is really a focus for us. There's still a ton of growth opportunity. We're barely scratching the surface there with their growth opportunity and bringing in sales and revenue there. Lastly, enterprise clients, Alchemy's already off to a great start with us. They're building great products for us internally, and we're going to expand, their enterprise clients as well. So again, all these revenue channels really have some exponential growth into the near future. Now, long term, we're going to bring all these products into one platform, one experience for the small to medium-sized business owner, so they can see what, we can see from their data what applies and what would really help them grow and succeed in the best way. And then we can offer those products and solutions to them. You know, we have a free platform today, but you can see now the customer journey from a free experience to a paid product is really working now. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about our market cap and just market valuations that we're seeing in the market and kind of how we compare. So again, you know, forward-looking statements here, and I'm going to be using several stats that we've pulled from different groups online and a lot of research done into this. So I'm going to break down kind of our revenues as a whole, as BZWR has reported, and you know what it will look like a little bit with Alchemy as well. So first of all, with Alchemy, we have over 100,000 in monthly recurring SaaS revenue. We love SaaS revenue. It has the highest multiple of all the different revenue channels that we have coming in the market. And the research that we've done, you know, it looks like public SaaS companies get about a 10.7 multiple on their trailing 12-month SaaS revenue. So if you take our $100,000 a month in SaaS revenue, you multiply that times 12, you get $1.2 million. If you use that 10.7 multiple, just our SaaS revenue alone would give us a market cap of 12.8 million if you use those numbers. Now our market cap right now at 2 cents is only 8 million. So you can see why I say that we're extremely undervalued. And that's just the 100,000 a month, which is only a small portion of our total revenue. Well, speaking of total revenue, if you look at our trailing 12-month revenue, we're at $5 million. Again, that's taking the 3 quarters that we've reported plus our 4th quarter from last year. That's $5 million. Now, if you use a 7x multiple on that revenue, that would give us a total market cap of 35 million. Again, showing that, you know, if you use those numbers, we're extremely undervalued. So what do we really look like? How should we really be valued? And right now, today, we have a mixture of SaaS revenue, which I mentioned is $100,000 a month. We have monthly recurring revenue, and then we have a lot of non-recurring revenue. Now our shift and our focus towards profitability is to grow our monthly recurring and SaaS revenue. But if you take a mixture of different valuations of those different groups, SaaS, monthly recurring, and non-recurring, you're going to get somewhere in between a $35 and $40 million market cap or valuation. So, you know, huge opportunity for us. We're just barely getting started. You guys are only seeing the financials, officially submitted and audited with Helix. So our next quarter, which will be the final quarter, you'll see the financials from June 8th combined with Alchemy, and then you also see a pro forma with Alchemy as though we give a pro forma view going 12 months back as if we had acquired them back then. So that'll be on our annual financials and our next shareholder call. But as you can see, the trend is very, very positive right now. So lastly, and that's pretty much it, the last thing I have is the Q&A. All right, so a couple questions. I think we've covered most of them inside the deck, but will we be reporting by segments of the business? As you can see, I've kind of covered that in today's presentation. I've shown a look at Alchemy's financials, initial unaudited view. I've shown a look at Helix's, and then you can see us as a whole with the financials that we reported. Now we only had the Helix revenue in a portion of the quarter. Next quarter will be 100%, and then we'll get a portion of Alchemy. So as we go further along, we will break down and continue to find other ways to break this down so everybody can understand how each division is performing. We also got a lot of questions about the SEC reporting versus OTC pink sheets. Now that we're fully reporting, we actually submit our financials directly to them, and that's going to continue in the future. So you have to go online, you can save the link and then see our future financials and other postings like an 8K and things like that on there. Now that is new to us, and I know there's been some comments. We submitted a 5-day extension on these financials. So being fully reporting was new to us, and we definitely had some kinks, but as part of our growth, we also brought on a head of finance, which is super exciting, especially for me, so that we don't have to file any extensions in the future, and that process of reporting to the SEC is much smoother. I think that's pretty much it. If anybody has any additional questions, just send us an email to investors@BZWR.com, or reach out to us on social media or anything else. But happy everybody could join us today, and super excited about the progress we've been making, and the rest of this year and into the future.